How's it, everyone? Welcome to another court checklist right here on OpenCourt. So I got another rules related question from a friend of mine, and also I had a little bit of confusion mix-up happen in a match that I played recently. And so today I'd like to answer these two rules questions to clarify this and to clear up some confusion that you guys might have on the court. So in the first scenario, my friend was playing doubles. They were returning and his partner was the returner. He was the partner and standing up at the net. The server served the ball, it landed out. Both he and the returner called the ball out. And then my friend, who was the partner standing up at the net, he hit the ball into the net so that it wouldn't get in the way of play. What happened next was the server claimed that, hey, the first person to touch the ball has to always be the returner regardless of whether the ball lands in or out. So even though the serve was out, my friend, who was the partner standing at the net, hit the ball into the net after it bounced, after he called it out. The server wanted to claim the point. What is the ruling on that? Well, it's pretty simple. If the server serves the ball, it lands out and they call it out, it's out. It doesn't matter who hits the ball after that. Okay, it's a fault. So don't let people confuse you. I don't know, I've never personally had this happen, but I guess some people just don't know the rules. But not to be disparaging, but if the server serves the ball out, it lands out, they call it out, and then the returner partner hits it first, gets it out of the way before it bounces twice, that doesn't matter, it's a fault. The second scenario happened to me when I was returning in a doubles match, and what happened was my opponent served the ball and he hit it into the net, so it was a fault. He was getting ready to hit his second serve, he was bouncing the ball. Before he started serving, a ball rolled onto the court, onto my opponent's side from a neighboring court, and my opponent had to move and clear the ball and give it back to the people playing next to us. He said because the ball rolling on from the other court caused him to have to move out of position between his first and second serves, that's a distraction and he's entitled to a first serve. So what do you guys think is the right ruling here? Does he get a first serve or does he have to serve from the second serve? So did you guys think about it? The correct answer is, in this particular case, he does not get a first serve. And the reason for this is because he had not started his service motion at the time the ball rolled onto the court. Okay? He was in between the first and the second serve. He had not taken his racket back, and so he did not start his second serve motion, which means that he cannot call a let on that and claim a first serve. Now the key point is service motion. As soon as the server starts taking their racket back like this to start the serve, that has started the service motion. And so if the ball had rolled onto the court at this point, or even in the middle of the toss, if he stops play right there to clear the ball, at that point he can call a let and claim a first serve. Because in that scenario, once you start the service motion, the point has already technically started. And so it would be the same thing as if the ball rolled onto the court in the middle of a point. You can stop play, call a let, and start again from the first serve. But if the ball rolls onto the court between the first and the second serve, and the server has not started the second serve motion, they cannot call a let and claim a first serve. So just to recap, if the server serves the ball and it's out and it's called out, it doesn't matter if the returner or the person at the net hits the ball first before it bounces twice, that's a fault. If a ball rolls onto the court between the first and second serve before the server starts their motion, they cannot claim a let. If it rolls onto the court during the service motion, they may call a let and claim a first serve. So I hope these rules have been clarified for you guys. Tennis has a lot of nuanced, strange rulings, and the rule book is actually pretty small, but there's a lot of corner cases that cause these confusions on the court. So I hope these checklists that address these rules are helpful to you guys. If you guys have any other rules related question or anything you guys want to ask me at all, shoot it towards OpenCourt. I'm always happy to field more questions. If you like this content and want to see more like it, be sure you overhead smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on an OpenCourt.